social media has become an integral part of our lives. It's hard to imagine a day without checking our feeds, sharing a post, or liking a friend's photo. These platforms have woven themselves into the fabric of our daily routines. It's how we connect with friends and family, bridging distances that once seemed insurmountable. Whether it's a video call with a loved one across the globe or a quick message to a friend nearby, social media keeps us connected in ways that were previously unimaginable. We stay informed about current events, often learning about breaking news through our social feeds before traditional media outlets. Social media also offers a plethora of entertainment options, from funny videos to engaging content that can brighten our day. While these platforms offer numerous benefits, it's crucial to acknowledge the potential downsides. The constant barrage of notifications and the pressure to stay updated can be overwhelming. Like a double-edged sword, social media can have both positive and negative impacts on our well-being. The same platform that brings joy can also bring sorrow, depending on how we use it and how it affects our mental state. One of the most significant concerns is the illusion of connection that social media platforms create. We might be surrounded by digital interactions, yet feel a profound sense of loneliness. We may have hundreds of friends online, but feel increasingly isolated in real life. This paradox of being connected yet alone is a growing issue in our digital age. This paradox highlights the importance of fostering genuine connections offline, where true intimacy and support thrive. Face-to-face interactions, shared experiences, and real conversations are irreplaceable. Furthermore, excessive social media use has been linked to various mental health issues, including anxiety, depression, and body image concerns. The curated perfection we see online can make us feel inadequate and unhappy with our own lives. The constant pressure to present a perfect online persona can be detrimental to self-esteem, particularly among young people who are still developing their sense of identity. They may feel the need to conform to unrealistic standards, leading to a distorted self-image. It's essential to approach social media with a critical eye and prioritize our well-being in the digital age. Taking breaks, setting boundaries, and being mindful of our usage can help mitigate the negative effects. By understanding the potential risks, we can navigate these platforms more mindfully and foster healthier online experiences for ourselves and future generations. Educating ourselves and others about responsible use is key to harnessing the benefits while minimizing the drawbacks. Social media promises connection, a bustling town square where we can interact with friends and family no matter the distance. It paints a picture of a world where everyone is just a click away, where relationships can be maintained effortlessly through screens and digital messages. While this holds true to some extent, it also creates an illusion of connection that can be detrimental to our real-life relationships. The convenience of digital communication often masks the lack of depth and emotional resonance that face-to-face interactions provide. We scroll through carefully curated feeds, seeing only the highlight reels of others' lives. These snapshots are often meticulously chosen to present the best moments, the happiest smiles, and the most exciting adventures. This can lead to social comparison and feelings of inadequacy. We start to measure our worth against these polished images, forgetting that they are not a complete representation of reality. We may start to question our own lives and accomplishments, forgetting that everyone experiences ups and downs, even if they don't share them online. The constant barrage of perfect moments can distort our perception of what a normal life looks like. This constant exposure to idealized versions of others can make us feel more alone. The more we consume these images, the more we might feel disconnected from our own reality and the people around us. We may withdraw from genuine interactions, choosing instead to engage in the safer, more controlled environment of the online world. This withdrawal can create a cycle of isolation, where the more we rely on digital connections, the less we seek out real-life interactions. Preferring the safety and control of the online world. The online world allows us to present a version of ourselves that we can edit and perfect, unlike the messy, unpredictable nature of real-life interactions. This, in turn, can lead to a decline in our social skills and an inability to cope with the complexities of face-to-face communication. The more we rely on digital communication, the less comfortable we become with the nuances of in-person conversations. Breaking free from this illusion requires conscious effort. It means putting down our phones and engaging with the world around us, even when it's uncomfortable or challenging. we need to remind ourselves that social media is not a reflection of reality. It's a platform where people share what they want others to see, often leaving out the struggles and mundane aspects of their lives. It's a curated space where people often present their best selves, not their whole selves. Understanding this can help us navigate social media with a healthier mindset, recognizing that what we see is not the full story. By focusing on building authentic connections offline, we can foster deeper, more meaningful relationships that enrich our lives in ways that social media never can. These real-life interactions, with all their imperfections and unpredictability, are what truly connect us as human beings. It's in these moments of genuine connection that we find true fulfillment and a sense of belonging. So, let's strive to balance our digital lives with real-world interactions, nurturing the relationships that matter most. By doing so, we can break free from the illusion of connection and embrace the richness of real, meaningful relationships. The impact of social media on mental health is a growing concern. Studies have shown a correlation between excessive social media use and an increased risk of anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues, particularly among young adults. The constant pressure to present a perfect online persona, coupled with the fear of missing out, FOMO, fueled by curated feeds, can take a toll on our mental well-being. We may feel inadequate, anxious, or depressed when we compare ourselves to others or feel like we're not living up to some unattainable standard. Moreover, cyberbullying, a pervasive issue on social media, can have severe consequences for victims' mental health. The anonymity and reach of online platforms can embolden bullies, making it difficult for victims to escape harassment and find support. It's crucial to prioritize our mental health in the digital age. This includes setting healthy boundaries with social media, seeking professional help when needed, and engaging in activities that promote well-being, such as spending time in nature, pursuing hobbies, and connecting with loved ones offline. Cyberbullying, the use of electronic communication to bully a person, typically by sending messages of an intimidating or threatening nature, has become a pervasive issue in the digital age. The anonymity and reach of online platforms provide a fertile ground for bullies to operate, often with impunity. Social media, while offering a platform for connection, can quickly transform into a virtual playground for cruelty. Bullies can use these platforms to spread rumors, make threats, and harass victims relentlessly, leaving lasting emotional scars. The impact of cyberbullying can be devastating. Victims often experience feelings of isolation, fear, anxiety, and depression. In extreme cases, cyberbullying has been linked to self-harm and even suicide. Combating cyberbullying requires a multi-pronged approach. Parents, educators, and social media companies must work together to create a safer online environment for young people. This includes educating youth about responsible online behavior, implementing stricter policies to prevent and address cyberbullying, and providing support resources for victims. In the digital age, our personal information is constantly being collected, analyzed, and monetized. Every action we take online, from the websites we visit to the apps we use, leaves a digital footprint. This data is not just collected by the platforms we interact with, but also by third-party companies that we may not even be aware of. Social media platforms in particular are notorious for their data collection practices, often tracking our online activities, interests, and even our physical location. These platforms use sophisticated algorithms to analyze our behavior, creating detailed profiles that can predict our preferences and future actions. This information is then used to serve as targeted advertisements, but it can also be sold to other companies or used for more nefarious purposes. While some data collection is necessary for platforms to function and personalize our experiences, the extent to which our privacy is being eroded is alarming. The convenience of personalized content comes at the cost of our personal information being stored and potentially exploited. Many users are unaware of just how much data is being collected and how it can be used against them. Every click, like, and share contributes to a digital profile that can be used for targeted advertising, political manipulation, and even identity theft. The data collected can reveal intimate details about our lives, from our political beliefs to our health concerns. This information can be used to influence our decisions, often without our knowledge or consent. The lack of transparency and control over our data is a major concern. Privacy policies are often lengthy and difficult to understand, making it challenging for users to know what they are agreeing to. Even when users do read these policies, they may not have the option to opt out of certain data collection practices without losing access to the platform altogether. Many users are unaware of the vast amounts of information being collected about them or how it's being used. Data breaches and leaks are becoming increasingly common, exposing sensitive information to malicious actors. These incidents highlight the vulnerabilities in our digital infrastructure and the need for stronger protections. This raises ethical questions about consent, data ownership, and the power dynamics between social media companies and their users. Who owns the data we generate, and who has the right to access it? These are questions that need to be addressed as we navigate the complexities of the digital age. Protecting our privacy in the digital age requires proactive measures. Users need to be educated about the risks and take steps to safeguard their information. This includes regularly updating privacy settings, using strong passwords, and being cautious about the information we share online. We need to be more mindful of the information we share online, adjust our privacy settings on social media platforms, and support legislation that safeguards our digital rights. Advocacy for stronger data protection laws and holding companies accountable for their data practices is essential. By taking these steps, we can help ensure that our privacy is respected and protected in the digital age.